My name is RJ Collins. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Well, it comes a point in time in life where you feel like you have purpose, but you don't know what it is exactly. And for me, I always knew that I had purpose since I was a child. Which my childhood, it was amazing because it gave me my musical foundation. When I was like 5 years old, my mom would play music all the time, and I would try to like imitate the kind of music I heard. So when I was younger, I didn't ask for like regular Pokemon cards or things that kids played with, like toys. I asked for like real musical instruments every Christmas, every birthday. I was like, Mom, please, 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 get me a piano, get me a guitar. So she got me my first guitar, and I was about 5, and I bought the Teach Me How to Play the Guitar book, and I was reading it at 5 years old. She would come and check on me. She'd be like, what are you doing? You're so quiet. And I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm reading my book on how to play the guitar. So I picked that up, and then I fell in love with piano. I started playing piano, and by the time I was like 9, I composed my first song. I wrote my first song. It was for a crush that I had on a girl. The song didn't get her, but it's all right. It started a fantastic career. And then from then on, I found myself in music, and I decided, hey, I wanted to be a leader of my generation, and I want to inspire people through my music. I want to make people laugh. I want to make people cry. I want to tell a movie through my music. I don't want you just bob your head to the beat or whatever. So, yeah. Most importantly, when I was about, I got a little ahead of myself. When I was about 11, I lost my brother. He was a really big influence on me. He would always try to get me to sing and go for stuff, but I was always so shy. I'm a very shy person, and my brother was not a shy person at all. He was like a king. His presence was something. I miss him. And he would always tell me, stop being so shy. What are you scared of, man? Who's stopping you? So his death really showed me, hey, man, you don't know when your time is. You don't know. You have to fulfill your purpose in life. And you have to have the strength to do what you love to do and just be yourself. Just be you. And that really inspired me. So my mom, she was my manager for a little while. I would do shows and everything. I was so nervous when I first started off performing because I was like, do I really have it? And I remember I did a show at Markham Skating Rink and another show at the Olympic Theater. And when I did the show at Markham Skating Rink, I was performing and the screams were so loud, I thought the ceiling was going to collapse. And I was like, whoa, is this really about little old me? It got so out of control that when I got off stage, I had to have security for other artists' security help escort me out the door, because it was just so crazy. All the girls were screaming, trying to take my clothes off, trying to take my hat off, trying to pull at me. I was like, oh no, get me away! No, I'm just kidding. I love the fans. And when I did the show at the Olympic Theater, a young lady pulled my watch off. I was like, okay. That's when I really knew that I had it. And with the kind of music I want to do in Chicago, it was a little tough because Chicago is a city that it makes money off of violence, if I'm making sense. You know what I mean? Everything is promoted around violence, and that's not me. I want to touch every single person. I don't care what ethnicity you are, what your culture. I don't care about that. I just want to touch you musically. I want to do something for you, and I want to be nationwide. I want to be like a musical legend. You know what I mean? And so my mom was like, try out for The Voice. I'm like, nah, I don't know if I should do that. I don't think it's reality. I think it's scripted. I love the show, don't get me wrong, but I didn't know that it was such hard work. So I was in my senior year of high school. I realized my music wasn't going anywhere, and I just knew that I wanted to be more than what I was. Not that I was anything bad, but you know what I mean? I want to do music forever. I didn't want to work. You know what I mean? I wanted to do music. So I was like, okay, Mom, you know what? I have nothing to lose here. I'm just going to risk it all. I play football, you know what I mean? So I told her I was going to sacrifice it all, sacrifice football, college, and I was going to do music. I was really good at football. I played running back in high school. I was all conference. The first year ever playing football, well, running back position. I went all conference, but yeah. So I told my mom, like, you know what? Let's do it. but I still wasn't really invested it. I didn't invest in it. I was like, this can't be real. Like, I kind of blew it off. So when I got there, I realized, hey, this thing is real, and I was really nervous. Like, oh my God. And so I didn't make season 11 because they was like, you're extremely talented. Well, let me tell you this. When I auditioned, I was so nervous. I forgot the words, and I hummed through the song, and one of the producers was like, thank you for blessing me with your presence. And I said, what? I hummed through my audition. I know I'm going home. And they, for sure thing, they called me back. But yeah, I didn't make it because I was so nervous. And they were just scared that I couldn't handle the pressures of the show. So I was like, Mom, you know what? I really want to do this. I see that it's hard work, and it's not rock, paper, scissors, so I got back at it. I invested my time, and I really believed in myself, and I remember what inspired me, and really God really inspired me as well, and he's a great influence in my life, and I thank God for God. Yeah, so during the blinds, I was on like this emotional roller coaster, and when I came to my senses, I was backstage talking to Alicia Keys. You know what I mean? And it was just so surreal. I remember before I went on stage, I just told God, like, hey, thank you. Whatever happens, happen. I'll give you my control. And I just told him thank you. And I remember smiling. And from then on, when I came to my senses, I was backstage with Alicia, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, I know that I'm a singer, but one of my all-time favorite, I'm obsessed with this guy, Tupac Shakur. He reminds me of myself a lot, and his cause was just amazing, and the fact that I feel he was misunderstood, and we all can be misunderstood sometimes. He was very misunderstood. Everybody thought that he was just some ruthless thug, but he was intelligent. When you listen to his music, he made you cry. He wrote poetry. You know what I mean? It was intelligent. He dummied himself down just so that his audience could understand his artistry. That's how amazingly talented he was, and I'm just grateful to hear such great music that he wrote. Yeah, it's amazing. And that's what I want to do. I want to make people laugh and cry, all that good stuff, just like Tupac. This season, I want to challenge myself by doing the unexpected. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people look at me and think that I'm maybe just an R&B singer or just this or just that. This season, I don't want to put myself in a box. I want to show my coaches, I want to show my fans that I can do all things. I can sing anything. You know what I mean? I can really, really give you dynamics. I can be 3D with my vocals. That's what I really want to show them, and I'm willing to put in the hard work to do so.